All right, let's get into cannabis, the so-called Greenland. And Greenland was mentioned by Trump as number 52 state, and cannabis has 52.5 million users, supposedly, according to Wiki, and over 25,000 plus uses. So, cannabis has been gathered up by a company named Phylos as far as genetics, and Phylos connects you to your PlanNet and the PlayNet, Hollywood in one way, and that Holywood for that holy dragon that has placed this image given life of the Jesus and Satan and Illuminati and demons and all these things, and it's coming to bring in a gathering of an age, per se, as the new age is set forth. So as a petrodollar, the gold-backed dollar, the petrodollar, and then we're going to need a new backing system for the dollar. Okay, so cannabis is a great commodity to do this, and it's a healing of nations, and it can be used to heal the child's brain or adult's brain who has had exposure to too much of the heavy metals that's put either in these things here or the food or drink or whatever. Okay, but Phylos has collected genetics from growers and breeders and such, voluntarily sending in their genetics to be tested and to make sure this, that, and the other. But so basically all these genetics have been collected. You have Israel being on the forefront of cannabis research and those types of things. You have Trump talking about rebuilding the third temple, and the third temple is built without hands, and these types of things going in for that herd, that herd community, and to where that light is being changed, where the children of hell, the children of health, all these things are going to have to come in and face the flame and face the fire that's within and without, and all these things. So as they're brought to the flame, they're going to be saying no and whatever else. So there's different things playing out as Buddha, is coming as Jesus the Most High, and different things like this. Okay, so that's also where you have the Heron, that she spirit, that feminine spirit, that RFK who spoke to Heron a long time ago, and he's overcome that darkness or whatever. So he has insight about some things that a lot of people have no insight on whatsoever, and then the church is trying to tell you this, that, and the other, and it's just blind leading the blind. And what I mean by the church is these lights given to you to program you, such as your teachers, doctors, lawyers, police, firemen, pastors, whatever. Okay. The money growing on trees and the cannabis, how it works, and then each one produces a terpene or whatever, and this goes back to the Cain and Abel in one sense of the story, where he kept the fat thereof. So he basically made hash and kept all the good fat stuff for himself, and he gave the Lord the trash, the leftover components, or he dry sifted or whatever, and he gave him the shake or whatever left over. So that's where he's just giving him what he thinks he should get, right? So you're going to keep the good stuff for yourself as the Lord, the God, the light coming or whatever, and then the Abel, that's where you come in and you are sharing with your friends, and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have smoked that bowl with them or whatever, it was my last bowl, that kind of thing. But then also you feel good and all these other things. So it's just like while we have life, we have death. So that's where you have consumption, and we're being taken out of the consumption in one aspect. But as we're taking out of the consumption on one way, we're going to be consuming in another way to give back. Okay, so that's where the fertilizers have been placed on the earth to agriculture as a test. And you can grow that way, or you can grow in a hugelculture kind of way to where you never have to put anything on your land, and it's a self-feeding living organism or whatever, and it lasts for years and decades. So so as the 12 tribes could be connected to maybe 12 major commodities or whatever, and then lithium is another type of a commodity that maybe we could use short term or whatever. It's that bipolar. So as the bipolar, the sun shift and whatever, that's where you can see the lithium coming in play. And then also the people taking all this lithium, your medications go, the ports, all this stuff. This is when people just flip a switch. That's part of that global switch. They've all been taking these pills to control their happiness and anxiety and allergies and whatever else, or whatever y'all are taking. Okay, your cholesterol meds, your heart meds, got all you taking whatever to mask whatever's wrong with you. And the mask has been here, so the masks are pulled off. So this is where everything's all going into a big old conniption fit. And where people are going to have that literal global switch, because when the people come off their Zoloft, Prozac, or whatever else they've been on, kill their spouse and people at work and whatever else that we've been shown. And I actually knew a dude that I used to cut hair with. He became a jailer, and he got off Prozac and pulled a gun on his wife, and they were divorced shortly after. So that's kind of the thing that's going to be coming in America, where these crazy foot of the bear right to bear arms, and these right to bear arms, and the right to bear Jesus holy, but all these things are coming with my sword, because they don't understand, and they're going to be brought up in their global switch. Boom. Let's go kill our brothers and sisters. You're all going to become Cain and go kill Abel, because they killed your little dingalings. But they didn't, you did. They gave you the window into heaven to go and research, and you wasted your time the past however many years. Now you're just going to be force-fed because you're being born. And as you're being born, you're getting into these years where you're getting off the milk and you're going on to the milk at the same time and all these things. So as you're getting the milk, the meat and great, the meat and great, the great test time, the goat. Well, the New Testament, that XM, X-Man is before you for the XAM. That Son of Man has been shown. The cannabis can work in all different sorts of ways, and it can be used as a fuel. It is a bioaccumulation plant where it can heal the land. As it heals the land, you can heal the nation. You can create hemp bricks or whatever to create new types of housing that won't burn down. Everything is made now so you can build up an insurance company or whatever's going on to. Okay, so if you look at the housing, how it's been built, how it used to be built, and now how it's built, all these new housing or whatever, since like KB Home, those types of things come in, it's all shit. All right, so they just have, oh man, it's a whole nother story. But the cannabis is an easy one to make a commodity on different levels, and this is where you can the different genetics, and the genetics goes with the Genesis and the sons of God and all those different things. But we're going back into the time where the tree of life, that one tree, gave life to all kinds of things in a way, and that tree of life is within us. That tree of life is there as far as the physical representation, and it's brought to you in a 2 rivers of naughty and nice, and there's a flame of fire that the angels hold, and that flame of fire is your lighter or match. And the Lord God has taken you and kept you out of Eden in that way, and the Lord God is that light that runs Eden. It's not the Adam and the Eve. While the Adam and Eve exist within each and every one of us, it's the feminine, the masculine energies within us, and it meets at the rib. Am I gonna do it or not gonna do it? So the earth, the visible, is built on the invisible, and these things are here to teach us and to show us. And this book is being used against you, and the church is being used against you, to where you can't go into the new time frame and heal your body and heal your temple and go into the new third temple and these types of things, because you're scared of the fire, because you're the children of the fire, and you're trying to escape that fire and all those other things that are overlaid in our reality. But and then the 12 tribes are going to rise up within you as well, and I'll connect this into another video about the candlestick for the 7 chakras.